Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to NDP Athletics Broadcasting, coming to you live from Goodrich, where tonight we take you to the Battle of Pontiac, Part 2, as your Notre Dame Prep boys basketball team battles against Pontiac.
Tonight, performing the national anthem is Goodrich High School senior Natalie Pike. Please welcome Natalie as she leads us in singing our national anthem.
A great national anthem there, and we'll get you set for your starters coming up soon. But again, this is the Battle of Pontiac, round 2. That will see Pontiac Notre Dame Prep take on Pontiac High School. Last year in the district playoffs, Notre Dame won that 55-52. And this season has been a whole lot different. Brand new head coach, lost a bunch of their seniors, and 3 of those seniors led their top 4 in scoring. Last year versus Pontiac, Sam Stowe and Colin Whalen had 15 apiece. Joey DeCasas had 9, and Nico Fandino had 7. The winner of this game will play Goodrich, who earlier today won 64-48 over Lake Fenton, and that will be for the district championship. This is a 16-6 Pontiac team, a very dangerous team in front of the Irish. Talked to a couple seniors on the team. They said that the main thing they're going to need to do is defend that three-pointer. If Pontiac is allowed to get hot from deep, the Irish are going to be in a world of trouble. However, they're confident. There is not a game that the Irish go out and do not think that they have a chance of winning. MPR has these teams just .01 apart. Pontiac at .550, NDP at .540. So we're coming to you live from Goodrich. A loud atmosphere. Luckily, we just saw their home team defeat a visitor. So going to be loud all night long. Catula and Nancy set to take the tip-off. This is a tall Pontiac team. Going to be dangerous on the rebound. Is that tip up and one back to the Irish big man, Adrian Fernandez. Hands it off to Ben Liparoto to get us underway. Into Fernandez. To the far elbow. Stowe, 3. Knocks that down. Sam Stowe picking up where he left off. 15 points last year against Pontiac, as that 3 is good.
I cannot read their numbers.
I believe that was Dicus with the three-pointer. NDP student section standing up. I can't see a thing. We're going to move up just one more. Catula on the far elbow. Now up top, Stowe, three ball. Off the rim, rebound loose. In the feed. Catula with the putback. Irish going to need to see who they can get to replace those seniors as cutting in and out of the near elbow. Three. Off the top of the backboard. Rebound is loose. Taken by the Irish. Adrian Fernandez on that. Shoveled up ahead to Roa. Roa, the mid-range. No good. Rebound is loose. Poked away by Pontiac. They have white numbers and white jerseys. Apologies. We're going to get inaccurate here, folks. So that's on the far elbow. Now up top, that's Claudio. Claudio guarded by Catula. Sweeping around, gets a pick. Now going to step back. Up top for Lyles. Lyles. Gets a pick, puts up a three. Nails that.
3-point basket, Jameer Lyles.
Jameer Lyles getting on the board, 6-5 in favor of Pontiac, as that's up top for Liporoto. He now cuts in. Euro, layup, good. The finger roll there from Ben Liporoto. The senior gets on the board, but coming right back is Claudio. And now up to Jameer Lyles. Lyles works in, foul. That foul going to be on Lucas Catula. First foul of the day for the senior. Going to throw that in is Pontiac, and that's in to the paint. Euro and laid in. Good mid-range there from Mancy.
White on white
Up top, Stowe. Thought about shooting the three. Euroing, one-hander off balance, no good. Rebound from Mancy. Dishes that one over. That's Claudio. Claudio on the near elbow. Surveying, puts up a three. Rims out. Catula rebound, passes that off to Liporoto. Liporoto been the main quarterback here for this NDP offense as he dishes that one over to Stowe. Sam Stowe. Now Liporoto. Liporoto up top, Catula, three ball. Yes, sir! Lucas Catula adds a 3 to his points total. He's up to 5. Claudio over to Lyles. Lyles up top, sweeping, now works in, off balance, fouled. Irish got into a little bit of foul trouble last game, starting to head that way again.
Going to be on number 2.
That foul on Ben Liporoto, that's his first. And thrown in on the far side to Claudio. Claudio into the paint for Mancy. Mancy working on Fernandez. Right through contact. Ben Liporoto going to get things started over to Roa. Roa scoreless so far, dropped 32 last game. Into the paint for Catula, who is fouled. That foul on Jameer Lyles. First foul. Sam Stowe going to throw it in underneath the Pontiac basket. Looking for someone open, throws that out to Liporoto. Liporoto. Spinning, drops that off for Roa. Roa up top, guarded by Claudio. To the corner. Near corner, Catula. Well guarded there. Up to Liporoto, guarded by Covington. Liporoto works around to Stowe. Corner three. Off the rim, rebound is up. And a foul. That's going to be a foul on Lucas Catula. Max Robin going to sub in for him, as Catula up to 2 fouls on the day. (9-10) is your score. 4 minutes left in this first quarter as Claudio going to sweep across. And now over to Covington. Covington up top, guarded by Robin. Into the paint for Mancy. Handed right off. Lyles spinning up top for Covington. Lyles, three ball from deep.
entering fourth basket, Jameer Lyles.
Jameer Lyles with a 30-footer there. And Ben Liparoto looking to get some space. Handles, drops that off. Stowe, underneath, rejected. Up ahead for Claudio. Claudio, layup goes through. Stowe got away with a travel there. And Ben Liparoto gonna bring it out across. Irish trailing by 4. Now Stowe on the near elbow. Sam Stowe. Guarded by Harris. Now Fernandez. Fernandez. To a sweeping Liparoto who spins. Now into some space. Works underneath. One-hander. Is good. Claudio. On the near elbow. Irish looking to be in a zone here. That's over to Covington. Covington right back to Lyles. Now Claudio deep up top. Jeremiah Claudio passes that off to Lyles. Now to the near elbow. 3 ball there from Covington off the rim. Rebound taken by Lyles. Underneath, rocked away by the Irish. A sea of green there for the Irish, able to minimize any damage there. That's over to Roa. Roa gets a pick from Robin. Now stops, over to Stowe. Stowe on the near elbow, back to Roa. Roa, far elbow up top, now spins. Steps back, crosses Lyles. Works in, floater. No good, rebound taken by Mancy. Claudio. 3, wide open, off the rim, rebound is loose, knocked away by the Irish, and now falling down and a foul.
Foul number 15, Sam Stowe.
Foul there on Stowe, first of the day.
Team scored.
In a timeout taken by the Irish, trailing by 2:46 remaining.
Timeout. Number 8. 30 seconds. Timeout.
Rocco Wisniewski was going to check in for the Irish. Most likely taking out Adrian Fernandez, the senior. Going over our lead scores. Lucas Catula has 5, Ben Liparoto has 4, and Sam Stowe has 3. On the other side, Jameer Lyles has 6. Alforus Manzi with 4. And Jeremiah Claudio and Zion Dykus with 2 apiece. That takes us to the score now. Irish trailing by 2. So Pontiac going to throw it in underneath the basket, and that's into Mancy, guarded by Wisniewski. Wisniewski checks in for Fernandez. As there, Manzi mid-range. Backing in. Manzi up to 6 points, the big man for Pontiac. That's up to Robin. Robin to Offer. Benedetto Offer, the sophomore, playing in his 2nd career playoff game. That's out to Stowe. Stowe, one-handed floater, no good. Manzi rebounds. Claudio works in, now to the corner. Back up top, knocked away. Rocco Wisniewski on the fast break. Rejected but fouled. That foul gonna be on Mancy. 2 free throws here for Rocco Wisniewski. Minute 03 remaining. First free throw, right through for Wisniewski. And we brought it up last game, but playoffs a familiar place for a lot of these NDP players. Second free throw for Wisniewski is through as well. Cuts the lead back down to 2. Under a minute remaining now in the first frame. Sets over to Lyles. Lyles spinning. Double team comes, taken away by Robin. Backs Robin. He's the junior. Didn't see a lot of play time at the beginning of the season. Now starting to get a lot of more time being a great defensive role player. That's Roa. Roa sweeps up top, guarded by Lyles. Lyles. Over to Robin, now Wisniewski. Thought about shooting the three. That's to Stowe. Stowe puts up the three. No good. Rebound taken by Pontiac. As now Ewing lays that through with the Euro. Short time now, Benny Offer up ahead to Sam Stowe. To Robin, Roa, three. You bet. Drake Roa with the three. Buzzer beater attempt, no good. And we head towards the end of the first quarter. Irish trail by 1. First points of the day for Drake Roa, big ones, as it looks like we're going to take the exact same script we took last year, back and forth the entire time. Again, last year, Irish winning that one at Pontiac in districts to clinch the district final. Senior Colin Whalen had 15. Sam Stowe, as a junior, had 15 along with him. Joey DeCassis, the senior, had 9. He's currently at U of D Mercy for track, breaking school record after school record. And Nico Fandino had 7 points of his own. As it stands right now, Lucas Catula with 5, Ben Liparotto with 4, Drake Roa and Sam Stowe each with a 3, and Rocco Wisniewski with 2. On the other side, Lyles and Mancy both have 6. Apologies, the music is blaring in here. Ewing, Dicus, and Claudio with 2 each. And the NDP student section stands up, meaning I have to go find another seat. All right. So at the start of the second, Pontiac is going to keep the ball. That's up top, Claudio. Dishes that over to Ewing. Ewing the third. On the far elbow, calling out some plays. Passes that to Lyles. Lyles. Now to Claudio. And a timeout taken. Interesting decision there. So 30-second timeout called by Pontiac. So it looked like the Irish came out in a zone there. Pontiac electing to find a way around that by calling their first timeout of the game. So 7:37 on the clock as Jeremiah Claudio holds it up top. Their coach said a bad word. That's to the near corner. Sam Stowe locking up Claudio there. To Johnson, back to Claudio, now into Ewing. Ewing, 3 ball. Way high, way off. As that one knocked away by Sam Stowe. Stowe gets around, backdoor Roa. Layup. Drake Roa now tying the lead. Taking the lead for the Irish, rather. As the Irish starting to gain a little traction here, that's into the paint for Mancy. Mancy guarded by Wisniewski. Over to Johnson. Johnson to Mancy, mid-range. Off the rim, rebound, taken by Stowe. Now Liparotto. Over to Roa on the far elbow. To a Catula up top. Catula to a cutting Liparotto. Now over to Wisniewski. Wisniewski pumped back out. Roa mid-range right through. Drake Roa finding the same leg that he was hitting on Monday. He's up to 7 points now. Ewing. Over to Claudio. All the way over to Ewing. He pulls up mid-range, off the rim. Rebound is loose. Taken by Lyles. Second attempt, no good. Rebound now yanked away by Stowe. Now getting hounded, able to pass that away. Up ahead, Wisniewski. Looking to go through contact. Bit of an interesting decision there. He had Catula on the other side as Claudio's layup is no good as well. So in the first quarter, we saw Pontiac getting a lot of rebounds, a lot of offensive rebounds. Now here in the second quarter, Notre Dame getting a lot of defensive rebounds. Lipperoto into the far corner. Now underneath. Gonna cut around, layup, looking for the reversal, no good. Irish lead by 3. That's up top. Claudio over to Ewing. Back to Claudio up top. Now Lyles. Lyles to Ewing. Ewing stands up top. Irish in the zone. Back up top for Johnson. Now Ewing pulls up. No good. Rebound. Taken by Wisniewski, who is fouled. That foul going to be on Ewing. What a name, Tim Ewing III. And another timeout called by Pontiac. So whatever the Irish are doing right now, it is working well. Getting rebound after rebound in their own zone. Sam Stowe, a big part of that. 30-second timeout called by the head coach of Pontiac. (21-18). Irish leading by 3. The first time I get to see them in those beautiful Kelly green jerseys. I was talking to a couple of the players about how, watching the film, those green jerseys look fantastic. They wear white when they're at home. Today, they are the visitor. Speaking of visitor, I have the possession arrow on the wrong side. Apologies. Sam Stowe. Looks like Pontiac coming out in a press. The Irish going to try to just gradually move it up as they do. Up ahead, Catula. Backdoor with Wisniewski off his hands. So good play there from Lucas Catula trying to find the back door, but just through the hands of Rocco Wisniewski. As that's Claudio. Now up top for Johnson. Back to Claudio. Claudio to Johnson. Way deep up top. Hands that off for Covington, who hands it off for Johnson. Standing up top. Now on the near elbow. Claudio. Moves up top. Passed over to Johnson. Now into the paint. Dished out. Ewing, 3 ball. Ooh-wee. Knots us up at 21. Ewing with a high arcing shot. And the press coming once again. That's up ahead, Catula. Catula to Roa. Roa out to Lipperoto. Back to Catula. Far elbow 3. No good. Way off the mark. Covington with it now out across half court. Slows it down over to Claudio, who puts up a 3. That one through as well. So the Irish were talking about they cannot let these Pontiac three-point shooters get hot. And that's 2 in a row. Lipperoto now holds to Roa. Lead scorer for the Irish. Now Catula. Lipperoto. Over to Roa now up top, Catula. Lipperoto on the far elbow. Dishes that over. That one missed Stowe. Ewing with the slam. And timeout call. So just when things were looking like they were swinging the way of the Irish, Pontiac rallies right back. That is an 8-point swing for the Phoenix. Not sure if I can get any louder in here. I can't hear myself talking. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Augie Villoan here with NDP Athletics Broadcasting. So lead scorers now for Pontiac, Ewing with 7, Lyles and Nancy with 6, Claudio with 5. For the Irish, Roa with 7, Catula with 5, Liparoto with 4. And I can finally stop listening to my ears ringing. 3 minutes remaining in this half. Irish trail by 5 as that's thrown in to Drake Roa. Liparoto back to Stowe, gonna try to beat a press. Liparoto up ahead, now has room, gonna pass it across to Sam Stowe, who spins and now puts it up top. Liparoto, Irish shooting gone dry, knocked out of bounds. Sammy Curry was holding on to that one, poked out of bounds by Covington. Sam Stowe gonna throw it in here for the Irish. That's thrown into Liparoto. Now Curry. To the near elbow, Liparoto. To the corner, Stowe, 3. No good. Rebound up and handled by Nasir Harris. Claudio. Up top. Pontiac getting a little confused by this press. Or not this press, rather this zone. Claudio up top looking for his options. That's over to Mancy. That layup is no good. Rebound taken by Roa. To the corner, Stowe. Back to Liparoto up top for Roa. 3 ball. Bricks out. Rebound Mancy. And now Claudio gonna step back. Now works his way in. Dumps that off. Over to Ewing. He's been all around. He can shoot the 3, he can dunk. Gotta be careful, he's guarded by Stowe. Working in the post. Looking to fade away. That one way off the mark. Rebound loose. Taken by Corey. Corey to Roa. Roa works in. One-handed off balance. No good. Irish shooting starting to get a little hectic here. As Claudio gonna step back at the far elbow. Into Mancy. Mancy. One-handed, a little bit of a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar skyhook there is no good and knocked out of bounds. Rocco Wisniewski subbing out.
Out of bounds. Irish basket.
Rocco Wisniewski checks out. Adrian Fernandez checks in. So it's up ahead to Corey. Corey holding on to it and stepped out of bounds. The Irish had a great start to this second, now looking a little bit sloppy. Sammy Curry subs out for Lucas Catula. Mancy also checks out. Claudio hands it off to Covington. Covington to Lyles, now back on the hands of Claudio. Up top. There's a 3. Knocked down and a foul. Possibility for a 4-point play here as Caden Covington drills that 3.
3-point basket. Covington. Also number 20, Fernandez.
Foul on Fernandez. Been a relatively foul-free game so far as that rebound, that free throw rather, caroms out. Stowe. Back to Liparoto. Liparoto to Stowe. Up ahead for Catula. Now the Irish beat the press in the offensive zone with 30 seconds left. Liparoto looking for some options. Uses a pick. Gets around. Floater. Rebound out. Catula with the putback. Ends a massive scoring drought. Under 10 seconds, Claudio hands that off to Lyles. Three-pointer. Rattles in, and the buzzer beater. Three-pointer there from Caden Covington. And so we talked about it in the pregame. Starting to see it now. If pucks get hot, the Irish find themselves in a world of trouble. Augie Villoan with NDP Athletics Broadcasting. We'll be back in about 10 minutes with the second half.